We're here at the Elvis birthplace, and we just got done with the MEC tour with Mississippi Economic Council. We're here with the president and CEO, Scott Waller. Scott, y'all do these MEC tours all over the state. Tell us why you do that. Tell us why it's important for you to get the word out.
Well, the meetings, it's important to get the word out, and we need, as a statewide organization with the State Chamber of Commerce, we have members all across Mississippi. Well, they can't always come to Jackson. So part of what the roadshow does is allows us to come to the communities, get a group together, work closely with organizations like CDF to get the business leaders in the room to talk about key issues that we've got to be focused on if we're going to drive our economy here in Mississippi.
One of the key issues we heard this morning was about workforce development, training, and all that. Tell us some of the projects you're working on with that and some of the different things to kind of help with workforce development here in the state.
Sure. I think where we're focusing right now is two or three different things. Number one, making sure we're finding ways to get, particularly to our younger people, the job opportunities, the things that are available, the career pathways, if you will. And one of the things I talked about today is the great job and the example that's being set right here in the Tupelo area with the career coaches that's taking place. It's just one more way that Tupelo is leading the way in what is very important in helping our young people understand what their pathways are. And then helping them understand that pathway, then they can match what their passion is. And we talked a lot about passion leading to purpose. And I think that is, when you find that passion, when you find that thing you love to do, then you can do it very, very well. And what we have to do is match those areas with where we really have key job openings, things of that nature, get the training, and then move forward and helping move in our state.
So that pathway, so a high school student can decide, hey, I can either go to a technical school, I can go to a community college, or even a four-year degree, and that sort of helps them find that pathway they want to be in.
Exactly, and that pathway should be led by what it is they want to do. Because some of the information I shared today is that really in Mississippi, when we call them opportunity occupations, they're jobs with high earning potential. About half and half. About half of them require a four-year college degree. The other half is more the career technical, the career certification, associate's degree approach. So what we got to do is we find that pathway, then find the right education to make it successful.
Absolutely. Another good thing that MEC does in the State Chamber of Commerce and how they're representing you, they have their pulse on what's going on in the legislature. Tell us some of the wins and some of the things that you'll be working on this year and some of the wins that you maybe had last legislative session.
Well, a couple of things. First one, I'll touch on the special session that was held in August. There was some significant progress made on transportation funding, particularly at the local level. There's going to be a tax diversion of the internet sales tax, which can now be collected back to the cities and the counties, which I think is a vital part of helping them address transportation issues. At the state level, the lottery money initially will go to that. So we know we haven't reached what we need to be. MEC did a very extensive study about 5 years ago that said we need about $375 million. Well, it's probably a little more than that because with inflation, things tend to go up a little bit. But what this legislation did back in August, it put about 200 to 250 annually. So we're getting closer. We still have a little work to do, and we know over the next couple of years, our goal is to continue to work with legislative leaders to figure out the best path forward to improve our transportation system. One of the things that we're trying to work on in this session is how can we focus on workforce development? What are some things that we can do? And we have a couple of initiatives that are still on the table that we're still working on in terms of really getting that ability to show our students the opportunity and really match that opportunity with their skill set. And so we're working with the Department of Education on how we do more assessing of that skill side of things, that career readiness. So that's really where we're starting to focus our attention. And as we get through this legislative session, I think that's going to be one of the things you'll continue to hear us talk about.
Absolutely. Well, Scott, thanks for being here with us. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your leadership of the state, but also with this region as well. It was a pleasure to hear from you this morning, and we look forward to all the great things you'll continue to do.
And by the same token, thank you for your partnership. Without organizations like CDF, we would not be able to do what we do. We rely heavily on our community partners across the state because that allows us to work together for a common mission of making Mississippi better.